about the about if I could hunt anymore today, but apparently no.
Yeah, you can. There is still like 3 hours left till dawn. I mean, you can safely hunt twice, I'll say.
Yay! I'll be taking Romina with me. Make her useful.
Okay, don't find anything. I mean, you have been staying at home and guarding the Chantry or staying near it, so you can actually hunt, you know, more than the others since you would have had more time. You know?
How many nuns am I gonna have to face?
Actually, zero because and you had one success, so it isn't a botch.
Okay.
Uh, a fun fact. You can only slightly alter memories with 3 successes of Dominate, and with 2 you just wipe a memory away permanently. So if someone starts digging into what actually happened during that night, questions may well be raised. Oh hey,
Yay! I actually got 2 people this time.
yeah, after managing to screw up a threesome with, you know, Romina and another chick at the last moment earlier tonight, or early in the morning, you pick up a couple of desperate 40-year-olds who are moderately fat but who are very frisky. So you may then proceed to have your fun.
There. That's
Oh,
bad.
I assume these are in non-visible places.
Yes, this would be in non-visible places. I won't be putting them around the neck if that's what you're asking about.
You know, Romina manages to disinfect and treat it relatively well, so it's probably not gonna be that bad. So that's your
Did you say 2 or 3 hunts tonight?
2. You need the last hour to just, you know, make sure you get home before dawn.
Okay.
Bacon, did you want to hunt? How low are you? I mean, how much blood did you actually use on buffing and everything? Not that much?
He did also steal those 4 blood bags from the table.
Yeah, try to keep it noted down on your sheet just so that I have some idea where you're at. Okay. So you find one. You gonna be taking more than the 2 points, or are you gonna stick with the standard eatings, Nietzsche? Same goes.
2 points.
Okay, same goes for you, Serat. You just taking 2, or are you gonna refill properly?
Yeah, I've been taking 2. I've just been taking 2.
Okay.
How many times can I hunt?
Uh, well, you've essentially been home for the whole night, so something like 6. Well, keeping an eye on the Chantry as well. We're just looking for botches mostly. As for charisma streetwise, no. That doesn't really fit. Charisma leadership, if you want to be friendly with someone, you can do that. You can hunt the same way Malik does. But not charisma streetwise, because those don't really fit together all that well. Okay, looks like you're doing a fine job of... Okay, that's hunt number 1, which isn't a botch, and hunt number 2 you find 2 people. How much are you taking from each of them?
All of it.
Got a taste for it now, huh?
It's a joke.
You murderer. You know,
But it was necessary. I would have died otherwise. Oh wait.
in possible situations where it's you or them at 5 humanity, I'm okay when it's a truly desperate situation to kind of excuse it. Because you are low enough that you are starting to really not care. Okay. So. So, 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 so. So, so, so. Actually, yes. I guess we can play for another hour or so. If nobody has anything else they need to be moving on to. So, why don't
Oh yeah,
we...
I'm digesting a gangrel. Remember? Should I roll for that?
Not yet. We did that as a weekly thing. But,
Okay.
why don't you guys actually make...
Did I be? Oh wait, I rolled. Did I roll last time for the for digesting?
Yeah, you
I think
did.
I did.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
But you can roll for the last of the Sheriff and the La Sombra if you want. I'm fine with playing that
He
out.
didn't eat the sheriff. He ate the lieutenant.
He still hadn't finished digesting that guy. You didn't spend willpower on that, did you?
No.
Okay. And I did say it would be the difficulty would increase if you're digesting multiple people and as you near the end of the cycle, so that would have been a difficulty 9 roll, which means that it's a failure.
Fun things will ensue now.
Okay. Okay. Your eyes are drawn to a nearby surviving glass door for the one of the bookshelves, and with a deep sense of dread and horror you see your reflection distort and almost completely flicker out as you feel something brush against your insides in a very intimate and deeply disturbing and alien way. You should, for the next few weeks, consider yourself as having the no reflection flaw, as similar to the La Sombre clan weakness, as you are now suffering side effects of your horrible evil act.
That sucks.
There's
Well,
a reason why I told you not to eat the second person. Not
I
that it really would have mattered on that roll, but anyway.
I did warn you that you might want to spend a willpower point on this particular roll because it would be difficult. But do they ever listen? Sigh. So,
I'm down to 4 willpower. I
yeah,
might need that for something else. I'm gonna eat more
I'm at
vampires.
2 right now, if I remember correctly.
do you want to make a willpower roll at difficulty 8 for me, incidentally?
I?
Yeah, you. You're still digesting the sheriff. This is your final roll for that. The dilemma. To spend one of the last 2 points or not. I mean, what could go wrong, right? Nah, you're fine.
No, I'm at 3, not 2. I remembered incorrectly.
Okay. So, you are
What
called...
memories surface from the darkness within my soul?
yes, make sure to, incidentally, note down the, what's his face, blood points. for waking up the next night, and you are called to meet Alberta. As many of you as are present, that means the 3 of you. Well, Karen is busy doing something or another. So, memories. Sure. You remember kneeling before the prince and kissing his hand. You are filled with pride to finally have found a ruler that respects honesty and doesn't go for the usual bullshit that the most of the elders go for, and who actually seems to care for the well-being of the people that, in his own cruel way, of course, that are under him. And you are proud to have been given the great honor and responsibility of serving as sheriff in the city of Springfield. And you feel like you're finally making something meaningful of your own life by serving this great vampire.
Well, isn't this awkward?
Yeah, I know, right? I know. And you killed him.
Now I really don't feel bad about it at all. Actually, I'm joking.
So yeah, you may filter in to see Alberta.
I nod towards the the keeper of the Elysium and go to see Alberta.
Alright. So, yeah, you filter in. She seems mildly concerned in that predatory way of hers, almost as if a prize horse had almost managed to break a leg.
Yay!
I know, right? Are you all right, my dear? I heard about what happened. Are you
It was quite the tussle, but I am still alive. Unalive, as some may say.
Well, I have just a thing for you, my dear. I have just a thing. You see, one of my clan members, well, she's a foolish girl. She recently asked me for permission to sire someone. We do still have 2 quotas left since the last time the prince gave permission to the Primogen to hand out, and she wanted one of them. She didn't say what it was for, and I of course refused. She's a nice girl, a bit naive. I did not want her getting hurt, and I wanted to make sure that any embraces she made were properly handled. Now, she's not answering my calls, and nobody's seen her. She was supposed to be here tonight. We had arranged a meeting. I want you to go and check up on her, and if she has done something stupid or foolish, fix it for me. And don't hurt her. I really would prefer for her to survive whatever has happened.
We shall see about what we can do. May I ask where you believe she may be?
She gives you the address of her apartment, just writes it down, and she looks at you. My dear, you will not see about anything. You will handle this very carefully. Is that clear?
Of course.
You didn't really think she was gonna stay nice forever, did you?
No, I did not, but I'm surprised she stayed this long.
Butter you up, bring your guard down, you know. So,
Well, I'm going, unless you have something else you want to tell me, I'm going to stand up and prepare to leave and take your orders with me.
yeah, no, murder party would be a good start, yes. Yeah, still
I
going.
said I'm going to take you with me.
Yeah, you can just leave, she's sent you on your mission. So, are you heading to the apartment? Are you grabbing any of the ghouls? How are you approaching this? Grabbing your weaponry?
Well, I have Romina drive, since I can't drive, and I don't think any of you can drive.
Bring him, Bronson.
Okay. Are you still bringing Romina if he's bringing
Well,
Bronson?
no, if Bronson's coming, then I don't see a reason to bring Romina. Well, actually, might be well, nah, there shouldn't be a reason, because I doubt there's any mortals around.
Mm-hmm. Bronson shows up, wielding a shotgun. Apparently he's acquired a trench coat somewhere, and he seems to be,
Oh yeah, I need to buy a new trench coat.
he's actually keeping an unlit cigar in his teeth as well. He's very happy about going out. He's like, fuck yeah, let's do this shit.
I I I tell him right now that put that gun away. You won't be needing it. You won't be you won't be needing it.
Okay. Uh,
I nod to Bronson to let him know that he can put the gun away.
he looks moderately disappointed. He, just gets in the driver's seat, just shoves the gun on the passenger side, you know, removing someone's precious legroom, and proceeds to light the cigar as he drives towards the apartment.
It's a good thing I don't breathe. Otherwise, I'd be taking that cigar of his mouth and throwing it out the window.
Do any of you want to perform a perception roll to see if it's weed?
Actually, I do. All of a sudden, I'm very concerned about this.
No, it's not weed. It is, however, one of Raffaello's cigars. And those were a gift from Tony, too. I mean, how
I-
dare he?
I literally can't roll today, apparently.
Bronson. I wanna address my ghoul. Bronson.
What?
Where
You
did
what?
you
They were just...
Where did you get the cigar?
Oh, one of the previous inhabitants had left them in the rooms. I mean, obviously he's not gonna need them anymore.
Bronson, what have I told you about taking things that are not yours?
Well, they're ours now, right?
No, Bronson. People have personal belongings.
He just takes a deep drag. You know, you have told him, I think, about petty theft so often that he just filters it out now. He just doesn't take it seriously anymore.
I think you should dominate him. Well,
Well,
actually, that's a very
deepest
bad idea.
apologies.
He's driving the car. It's been a very bad idea, actually.
No one's dominating anyone.
Yeah, well, he's
Not while
driving.
he's driving the car. Yeah, that's really a bad idea while he's driving the car.
He
Unless, of
reaches
course, you
into
want us to all die.
he reaches into the trench coat and takes out another cigar and offers it to you, Malik.
This is interesting.
Apparently they have cash from somewhere or something. Or maybe they really are stealing Raffaello's cigars. It does seem like the exact same brand. And he did say he found them in one of the rooms. Perhaps the one Raffaello
Bronson,
has been staying in.
Bronson,
Ask him which room.
which room did you find this cigar in?
Well, which room is Raffaello sleeping in? Or keeping his shit in?
So it seems like you took Raffaello's stuff. Didn't we have a problem with Raffaello once, with you and Raffaello?
Let me make a drive check for him.
My God, no! Flash, no! Would just be
Beg the
perfect.
gods for forgiveness. You know, he swerves on the road hearing this, but he manages to recover control. You see his eyes look moderately scared in the back mirror.
You
Just
guys, we can do this when we arrive.
he just goes, He then proceeds to offer the cigar he pulled out to Raffaello. What does Raffaello do? Does he take the cigar? Does he forgive the foolish ghoul? I mean, he never assumed that you had claimed those rooms for yourself. He just assumed you slept wherever, each night, like he does.
Well, don't you have a nice ghoul, Malak? All of the
He
all
makes
of
things
the
interesting.
all the self-respect out there.
Does make things interesting.
Okay,
You got, you gotta love him.
so you arrive at the
Sounds like a
building.
dog. This is why I call your ghouls why I call your ghouls pets and not servants.
It's an accurate statement.
Do you ask him for all the cigars back, or do you just take the one he offered? Instantly, meanwhile, you arrive at the building, and it seems like there are cameras on the outside.
And
And
I, in my very nice, actually, I will probably be in my normal clothes, since I wouldn't be want to be in my very nice suit or in my completely destroyed trench coat, which I'm now going to remove from my inventory.
yes, indeed, it's been chopped up enough that, yeah, no. So, you come to a very abrupt stop as you're pulling up to the building. Raffaello tells Bronson that he wants the box full again. Bronson doesn't like this news particularly much.
Put it out of your mind for now. We have things to take care of. We will handle this later.
Okay, so do you want Bronson to come with you, or is he staying with the car?
Raffaello, what do you think? Since he did wrong you. Do you want him to come with us, or do you want him to stay and look after the car?
Are you saying this out loud about not torturing him now? Okay, so,
We'll let him stay at the car.
okay, he stays there, leaning against the car in his new trench coat, which he got from who knows where, just smoking. Almost you know, almost being provocative and trying to, almost as if he's trying to piss someone off. Then again, it might just be Bronze and he's kind of a dick that way. So, you happily make your way upstairs to the very locked door.
Can I make a perception check to see if there are any cameras inside the building?
Are you using heightened senses?
Well, of course I would be. Like, there's no
Okay.
reason not to.
Okay, then difficulty 6. For you it would have been 5 since you have more aspects. No, neither of you sees any cameras, not even those annoying half-sphere ones that are really tiny and annoying to spot. Place looks clear. Looks like they just keep a eye on the parking lot here.
Yeah. So it's probably safe since he got 4 successes. Like, unless there's a 5 success, there's some really stealthy cameras in here.
You just don't know. You will have to proceed in some way.
I knock on the door.
Okay, you knock on the door. The door is not impressed. We may be taking visit to the random set of maps here. Do you say that?
No, we don't have bacon. No, we don't say that.
Okay. You are waiting outside the door. Nothing happens. There are no sounds from the inside.
I knock
Almost.
again, harder this time.
There's still no reaction.
Can any of you pick locks? Did any of you pick larceny?
I have larceny.
Hey, then you can pick the lock.
So I have
Congratulations, you're a burglar now.
Okay.
It's not the worst of locks, so it will be a difficulty 8 roll. But, you know, you can take your time and do it properly.
Which would I use? It would be larceny and dexterity, or
Dexterity,
I
yes.
think it would be a good I think it would be a good idea to delete the Asimite in the alleys now.
How do you know he's the only one? They usually hunt in packs, you know. People from this group usually hunt in pairs, like an apprentice and master.
Well, let's hope that was the master, not the apprentice.
what difficulty?
Hey,
A.
what did you say your larceny was each?
1.
Then Bacon should do it because he apparently has 2.
You can take turns.
Okay.
I think you have more dexterity than Bacon. Nope. The door remains unimpressed. You know you can buff your dexterity to get through the door, or just, you know, just blast through it with raw vampiric strength. I mean, it seems to be made of pretty...
For some reason, that seems like a bad idea, you know.
It seems like it's pretty
I buffed
sturdy.
it too. My dexterity by 2.
Okay. I mean, Raphael manages to, after struggling with it for a bit, to get it open actually, so you don't have to. So you are in the apartment now. It looks like it's several rooms, and the walls appear to be covered in all kinds of artwork from various eras and such.
Definitely a toreador.
You recognize something that looks like a Picasso piece with various cubes and lots of blue. And you may proceed to search the apartment. There does appear to be a computer, rather messy bed in one of the side rooms, and
You each have computers.
one of the other rooms does have light proofing. Looks like the vampire stayed here with perhaps a mortal attendant, since there is a fridge which may well have some mortal food in it as well.
I look into the fridge to see how much food there is.
There doesn't seem to be too much, just, like 1-2 days worth, like you would get with most people. Enough
I
for
look
one.
at I look at how old the food is.
Seems relatively fresh.
Interesting. Did Alberta mention when uh, the historiador asked to go and embrace this person?
I don't think you thought to ask, but it was implied that it was recently. I would like for someone to make some perception investigation rolls. Or Wits computer rolls, if you wish to sit down there and start looking through her crap there. Or try to get into it anyway. What are you rolling? Investigation, Raffaello? Oh, hey.
I'm also rolling an investigation, by the way.
Okay, go ahead. So yeah, spread through the light-proofed room, you find numerous sheets of paper with various poems printed out, signed with love to my Alicia. Maybe she had a friend that sent her these. How do you wish to proceed? That's the Toreador for you.
So, did any one of you have any computer skill?
I do. Want me
Did
to
you
check?
roll for it?
No, I did investigation. Wits and computer.
Yep. Okay.
That's a pretty good roll, man.
The computer appears to be still logged on. Apparently, it has like the automatic log off thing set to like a couple of hours, which is pretty long, but apparently, she's lazy about computer security, and she may well have been here pretty damn recently. Or someone from her household. On the computer in the emails, you actually find a well, maybe we should wait for Jackalot to get back. But yeah, you find correspondence with someone named Lyosha, and apparently he's a poet that's been corresponding with this, Alicia. And it's all soap opera and, the usual crap. They're apparently very impressed with each other. They think they have this whole soulmates connection thing going on. And as you keep reading, it turns out that Lyosha has cancer, and he has been heading in for chemo. Unfortunately, it appears that he's terminal, and the only reason he's going to chemo is because he wants to take any chance he can to survive as long as possible to spend more time with said Alicia. Incident,
Okay, does it stay what hospital he's at?
you are able to find mention of the hospital, yes.
Was
It's
there anything else that you want to tell us now about the computer?
not really, it's mostly just, you know, soap opera crap. Them, you know, talking about how they understand each other and what kind of connection they have, and you know, you can see where this is going. Some vampire might have done something very stupid.
I'm tempted to set the background to like Lemon Party or something.
Wait, what? Oh, you want to
It's a
change the...
shock site.
Sure, you can change her desktop background if you want.
Yeah,
But
let's put a blue waffle on there.
Oh my god, you guys are evil.
I have no idea what that is. I will Google it after the session.
No, don't do it.
No
Don't.
one should ever Google a blue waffle.
Okay, now I have to.
I haven't done it, but I know it's a bad idea.
Okay, so do you wish to proceed to the hospital?
Yes.
Okay, there's a police car outside the hospital.
Can I roll perception alertness to see where the police officers are, or if there are any in the car?
They seem to be talking to one of the nurses in the, like, reception room.
Can I use my heightened senses to hear what they are talking about?
Yes, sure, through the glass doors and everything. That will be a difficulty 8 roll, I think. And that's taking your aspects into account.
Okay, I wasn't thinking about. I was more like thinking about entering there and then listening to their conversation while waiting, while sitting in the lobby, like almost like waiting for someone.
Okay, you can do that. Then it's a difficulty 6 roll, again taking into account your aspects rating is already. So go ahead, roll for it. Oh,
Successful roll.
okay. Apparently, some blonde girl busted into one of the, you know, cancer rooms, along with some sort of a thug, and dragged off one of the patients.
Well, that's interesting. Does the nurse mention? Uh, yes, we did, Raphael. Yes, we did. Does the nurse mention what way they went?
Nope. Nope, she was at the nurse's station and she didn't get involved with them.
Does she mention someone that might know where they went?
Well, trying the nurse's station in the cancer ward might be a good idea.
Yeah, you don't say. I was looking if you were going to give us any hints by listening into this conversation.
No, she didn't see that much, she just watched them go by. Apparently there were 3 people, this old, almost completely bald at this point, grey-haired guy, the youthful blonde chick, who seemed to be very much in charge of the whole thing, and a black thug, who seemed to treat said blonde chick with a great deal of deference, almost worship even.
Oh, great. So she got a ghoul with her.
You know, that may be a fair assumption. You did see a bed for an attendant in her apartment.
Can I go take? Well, actually, I think you should go to the cancer ward Bacon and talk to some of the nurses there and ask for information which are dominate.
He can't.
Either that or each.
Dominate 2 can't be directly used to extract memories.
Oh,
Nietzsche could, but Raffaello doesn't
okay.
have enough dominate to get. I mean, he could, do something along the
Press.
lines, you really want to tell me about what happened here, you should, crap like that. But he can't just extract memories directly. So yeah,
Okay.
you can proceed upstairs, and I'm gonna restart the recording here.